Welcome back to a Timey Wimey Pod, where we watch every episode of Doctor Who from 2005 onwards. I'm Rebecca,
I'm Haley.
and today we are discussing Series 4, Episode 11, Turn Left. We have made it to the 3-part finale, and this is insane.
I can't even explain what it means to be here talking about this episode. I haven't shared this on the podcast yet, I don't think, but this is like my favorite Doctor Who episode. Like, this episode just speaks to me on a level I will never be able to explain. I love this episode so much. I can't believe we're here. 10 out of 10. No notes. Actually, just kidding. Lots and lots of notes.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig into all of it, but are you ready for some fantastic facts?
Yes.
So this episode aired June 21st, 2008. It was written by RTD and directed by Graham Harper. And that's the duo right there.
Iconic duo for sure.
So in this episode, we have the return of Chipo Chung playing the fortune teller. And the last time we saw her was in another one of our favorite episodes, Utopia from series 3, which it feels like it's been years since we talked about that episode.
I was actually just thinking about Utopia a little bit earlier, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know when we recorded that.
No idea. Wait, I think we did that this year. Now that I think about it.
Honestly, you're probably right.
Yeah. And it feels like ages ago. But anyways, it's kind of funny that she's in Utopia and Turn Left. And like when I think about those episodes, I hold them in such high regard. I think of series 3 and series 4 as a 3-part finale, but obviously it's more like Utopia, Turn Left, and then a 2-part finale. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
No,
So
I know what you mean.
yeah,
Like, they lead into the finale, but I consider them like 3-part finales as well.
totally. Yeah, like the story is continuing. So yeah, kind of fun. Kind of iconic for her.
It is. Loved her as Chant, though.
Mm-hmm. So this episode originally had a subplot where Donna got married and had kids, and it was supposed to like add to the suspense of her having to choose to leave this world and die and like go back to the real world. But because of Moffat basically writing that same thing in the Forest of the Dead, RTD dropped it because he liked Moffat's version better, which I think is just kind of funny.
That is so funny.
So, as we talked about way back in Partners in Crime, the original companion for Series 4 was supposed to be a character named Penny Carter. So, in that timeline, it would have explored her an alternate version of that version of Partners in Crime. So, in the original version of Partners in Crime, I'm just kind of gonna explain this to the best of my ability. But in that version, basically, Penny gets stuck under this dome that aliens are doing, aliens doing the alien thing. So in the turn left version of that, it would have seen her turning right. And so then she didn't get trapped under the dome, didn't meet the doctor, didn't do whatever they were going to end up doing.
Interesting.
Yeah. I do like the idea of an episode trapped under a dome. I kind of like those kind of stories. I don't know, they're just kind of fun. Okay, so like you said at the beginning, this is your favorite episode. So I want to give you the space, give you the time. Tell us why this episode, why is this your favorite? And I say that and I stand by your opinion. Like, I love this episode. It's so iconic, it's so good, it's amazing, but I want to hear why this out of anything else. Why is this your favorite?
Okay, first off, to explain what I mean by favorite is I think there are different types of favorites you can have regarding episodes in a show such as this. This is my comfort favorite episode. I will always watch this, like whether I'm in a rewatch or I'm just feeling randomly watching Turn Left. I love it. I love the alternate timeline. I love seeing a world without the doctor in it and what that looks like. I love the return of Rose.
Yes.
And honestly, one of my most favorite moments in this episode is at the very end with the Bad Wolf reveal, which we'll get to later. So all in all, there's so many elements. Like there's very, very minor things that aren't my favorite. Like there's really only one thing that I don't absolutely love in this episode, and I'll get to that. But I just love it. Do I love other episodes in different ways and consider them my favorites as well? Yeah. Like Bad Wolf Parting of the Ways, my favorite finale, hands down.
Yeah, no, I'm dead over you saying this is like a comfort episode, as if this is not like the darkest timeline
Okay,
episode.
listen. Don't cancel me for that. I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I get it. But no, I'm with you. I don't know if I would ever say this is my favorite episode, but it's definitely one of the best episodes. Definitely up there for me. I love the alternate timeline. I love going backwards and seeing pretty much like the last 2 years of the show play out again in this alternate reality. Like every time something happens, it's just like such a shock, like, oh my gosh, yeah, like without the doctor this happens and this happens, and you really get to see the impact of the world without the doctor and just how insane that is. And the performances, everyone is giving their all. Everyone is giving a 10 out of 10 performance, from Catherine Tate, Billy Piper, Jacqueline King, Bernard Cribbins. Like, oh my gosh, there are scenes that genuinely, every time I see them in this episode, make me cry, make me emotional. It's so unique. It's is it the best Dr. Light episode? I'm gonna say yeah. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's incredible.
Yeah, that's yet another thing that I really enjoy about this episode is everyone's performances. Like they're just
Hmm.
phenomenal, and I think something that I like about this episode too is that there are so many different things in this episode to really deeply think about.
Yeah, completely. I want to talk about Billy Piper for a minute. I mean, we're gonna have a lot to say about Rose. We just are.
Yeah.
But watching this, I really enjoyed watching Rose take on the role as the doctor in this episode.
Mhm.
I love everything kind of in the third act with her and Unit, talking about like the Beatles and Flex or whatever. And she's like, I don't really know what that means, but that's what he would say. Like, I love her just taking on that doctor role in this episode. And you know what? I hate to say it, but it made me really excited to see her eventually, if we ever, I don't know, get more episodes. But I can't wait to eventually see her come back to the show and see what she does as whatever she's supposed to be. They bring back and how they use, because she really would be such a great doctor. And it's so annoying to know. I mean, we don't know, but we know that whenever they do eventually make more episodes, it's not like she's going to actually be a proper doctor, do like a 3-season run.
Mhm.
Like, it's likely going to be for a couple episodes, if that. And she would be such a fantastic doctor. And I'm excited to see what they end up doing, even though I'm kind of nervous. And do I trust people? I don't know. But
You're like, I've been scorned too many times to
yeah,
trust.
I don't know. I guess I'm still recovering from the reality war. But Billy Piper, I love that woman so much. I love that she's getting her flowers right now because of Wednesday. I don't have Netflix, so I haven't been able to watch it, but she looks great. And you know what? If more people are appreciating Billy Piper, I'm happy.
She's an icon, legend. She is the moment, literally is the
Hmm.
moment in the
Literally.
show. Yeah, I have always stood by Billy in the show in whatever role she's in. And I've said before on our podcast, I think pretty recently, that like in an alternate reality where she didn't play Rose, her as a
Hmm.
doctor would be perfection. It would be so good. It's just, there's elements. There's
Yeah.
elements to it being a little
Yeah.
weird. But no, I'm excited to see what she's going to do in the future on the show, but I love her here. I love her here in this episode and how you can tell that time has passed and that she really has grown and continued to mature. And she has been trying to find her doctor.
It's so good. What do we think about the outfit that she wears in this three-part finale? Because I will say the first time I watched these episodes, I was underwhelmed. I didn't care for
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't think I even liked it. It has grown on me over the years because it kind of just has become one of her signature looks. And you know what? I do love that she's wearing a leather jacket. That makes me very happy. And like the pink shirt peeking out under it. I do really like that. It's nothing crazy, but it does kind of show like she's been through stuff. Like this is like her uniform. So it's grown on me. Not it's nothing crazy, but I think it fits what's going on in these episodes. You know, she needs something she can move around in and she looks great. So but what do you think?
I am so glad you said that because for the longest time I didn't love this outfit. It was just a little boring to me. Like
Yeah.
I know they probably wanted to change things up since it had been some time, but it was boring to me for a long time. I didn't love it, but it's grown on me because it really has become such a notable outfit she wears. But it's not my favorite Rose Tyler outfit, that's for sure.
I completely agree. We finally get the best Donna Noble outfit in
Mhm.
this episode. In the very beginning, walking through the market, which I love that little scene, by the way, and them just like being besties and checking out the market. I love the long coat. I like the, I'm fine with the dress under it. The coat is really the best part of the outfit. Like the leather coat is great. And she has a few other like long leather coats in this episode. Like I love the shots of her just like walking down the dark alleys, the dark streets, and like the long coats. So she has a few good looks in this episode. Nothing crazy, but the main one, my main favorite, is just the outfit that she wears
Mhm.
throughout the next two episodes. That to me is her best look to this
Yeah.
day.
100%.
I don't know why it took them all season to figure out how to dress
Seriously.
her.
It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
We have so many incredible, iconic moments in this episode, and one that is just so camp that I feel like every Doctor Who fan can quote word for word is the conversation Donna and Sylvia have in the car. I've
Mm.
got a job.
Yes. Sylvia in this episode, I have a love-hate relationship with this woman. She and Francine are really competing for worst Doctor Who mom. It's kind
Mhm.
of crazy. And Sylvia just how she talks to Donna in that scene just drives me crazy. She's trying to convince her to get another job while she already has a job is crazy. I think it's really funny when she's like, I know why you want to work at HC Clemens. You'll think you'll meet a man. And it's like, well, to be fair, she did. And like, yeah, that man had bad intentions and he was like having an affair with a spider, but she did meet a man. Okay. So, like, you know,
And honestly, so what? So
yeah,
what if she
so
wanted
what?
to find a man?
Yeah. God forbid.
No, literally. Yeah, Sylvia in this episode, like everything she says and does in this episode, it's literally like reason 459 why I have beef with this woman.
Yeah. It really bugs me when Donna loses her job and she's like, yeah, I've just given up on you. Uh, damn. Okay. That's crazy.
And
Um,
at the end, like towards the end of the episode when Donna's like, I'm just a disappointment. You were right. I should have gone to school. And she's just like, yeah. Excuse me. I know you're all really suffering and life is really hard and literally everything is horrific in this dark timeline. But why are you agreeing with Donna and just saying, yeah, that is not what you say?
yeah, that I hate how she treats Donna in this episode. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I just how she treats Donna in general. Let's be clear. But I do have some sympathy for her in this episode, and Jacqueline King's performance is incredible. And just throughout the episode, you watch the life slowly drain out of her. And oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's actually insane. The scene when they're laying on the kitchen floor and she's just like, "Oh, do you remember Mary? Like she worked at the news thing like on Sundays, and like she's just talking about how every day she thinks of another person that's dead, another person that they saw that's dead. And that, what, I don't know why, but watching that scene today, it grabbed me in a way that I don't think it has before. And just
Yeah.
her performance is really good. And even though I have my problems with her, like I've said before, the way she plays it makes you feel sympathetic for her, because she's clearly like very depressed. And also, mind you, like
Yeah.
the subtext of this is also like sometime in between this, in between the runaway bride and Smith and Jones, like Donna's father has passed away.
That is correct. Yeah. It's not full hatred. Like, I don't have
Yeah.
full hatred for her in this
Hmm.
episode. I definitely have room for compassion because she even mentions that, like, she's just tired with,
Yeah.
like, losing her husband, Donna's father, and everything. So I definitely, like, feel for her there. And if it wasn't for, I don't know, I feel like Jacqueline King is just such the perfect actress for the role
Yes.
because as much as I dislike Sylvia, as much as I have my problems with her, I can still feel for her.
Yeah, Jacqueline King, like, not to keep talking about it, but she performs this character in such a great way where you love her, you hate her. She's so
Hmm.
funny, she's very entertaining. Not so much here, like she's just like depressing in this episode, but in like Partners in Crime and the 60th, like she's just so entertaining. So, flowers to you, Jacqueline King. Like you really killed this.
Yeah, she really did. Another person who killed it. Okay, honestly, everyone killed it in this episode, but Bernard Cribbins.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh. I specifically want to talk about the moment in this episode where Rocco and his family are taken to, a labor camp. And
Yeah.
Bernard Cribbins, he brings it all. Like he brings it all and it's such like a emotional heart dropping moment because he says it's just like last time. Like
Mhm.
this is what they said last time this happened. Like this can't be happening again. And you just his acting in that moment is just so like I don't like you need to watch it to really feel it because it's just painful.
When Rocco's talking to Donna and saying goodbye, and he's putting on a brave face, and he's like, "It's good. Like we'll be going to labor camp, sewing and planting." And then he and Wilf exchange a look, and they just like give each other a look, and they just both know the truth.
Mhm.
And Bernard Cribbins, just his performance is so good. And as Wilf, like as he says that, like that's what they said last time, it's happening again. And that's all he needs to say for you to understand what's going on. Like that scene, that's the scene that really gets me in this episode.
Mhm.
And it's genuinely one of the most haunting, frightening, and powerful scenes of the entire show.
Yeah, I completely agree. It really makes you think and like when you're really sit back and this is like why I really appreciate this episode is there's just like so much to glean from it. But like when you sit back and really analyze it, like just the parallels that in this fictional show in this timeline and turn left where there's this massive refugee crisis and there are
Hmm.
people being taken to labor camps because they're not true English. And I say that in air quotes. It's just the real world parallels are haunting and scary.
Yes. Yeah. This, like, a reason the scene has always hit hard for me is because it makes me think of my Oma, my grandmother, who she was born and raised in Germany during World War II. And she had all these stories of friends and family just getting picked off the streets. And that was it. They were gone forever and they didn't know what was going on. And watching it today, it really just made me think about what's going on in the US today. And like, as a, I've mentioned before, like my day job as a journalist, and I've been talking to people and hearing from people who are being held in detention centers and are facing terrible conditions where they're not given food. There's reports of, pregnant women not getting any medical care, feminine products. Like people are being held in these horrible, horrible conditions in detention centers right now here in the US. So watching that today was just like, just horrifying to see. It's happened before, it's happening again. It happens so easily somehow, which is a terrifying thing to say. But yeah, the scene is just so powerful. It's scenes like this that really makes RTD shine as a writer, and like this is what people want from him. Like he
Mm-hmm.
writes the human aspect of this show perfectly, and I think that's what people really wanted him to bring back
Yeah.
when he came back to the show. And in some ways, like, we've gotten it, we've talked about it, but I like, where is this guy? Where is the man that wrote this 3-part finale?
Yeah. Where is he?
Yeah, I don't know how to segue from that. Yeah. Let's go back a bit to something that we've wanted to talk about since The Runaway Bride, which is the fact that after Doomsday, this man, the doctor, was so depressed, so
Mm-hmm.
distraught over losing Rose, that if it weren't for Donna, this man literally would have died. Literally would have just like basically killed himself and drowned in the Thames if it was not for Donna Noble.
Can we just take a moment and understand what this means? Both of them felt it. Both of them were in love, Your Honor. Both of them, not
Mhm.
just Rose. 10 was too.
No, and he was so depressed, so distraught, in such a dark place. And the only person that could have saved him, could have been there for him, could have brought him out of it, was Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I love how Rose even says it, like, at some point, like, you were there for him, like, you got him out.
Which means even she knows. And oh my gosh, okay. We're flashing forward, like really flashing forward to the end
Yeah.
of this episode just to talk about this moment real quick. But when Donna's like, no, I'm not brilliant. And Rose is like, but you are brilliant. That's what traveling with the doctor shows you. He touches you, he touches everyone. He did that to me with traveling with him. And then
Mhm.
Donna asks, were you and him? And Rose just doesn't
Ah!
answer every
So
time.
good. So
So
good.
good.
Uh, I love when she's like, oh, he had really great hair, like
Mm-hmm.
really great hair, like so real, so real.
Yeah.
The back and forth between Rose and Donna in this episode is so good. It's so fun to see my two personal favorite companions get to interact and have these conversations. And I love the role that Rose gets to play here and tell Donna that she's so brilliant and wonderful. Like, you're the most important woman in the whole of creation. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
she delivers that so well. And just to see, I love the scenes between them.
No, the scenes between them are just so good. And I just wish we got like more of them together. Like
Mm-hmm.
they, oh my gosh,
Yes.
imagine the TARDIS trio,
Stop.
Rose, Donna, and 10.
I would have done anything for
Mm-hmm.
that. Anything. The scene where Rose first comes, I love that shot so much. How you see her running in the background, but it's really blurry, so you don't know who it is. And she just
Mm-hmm.
slowly comes into focus. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm obsessed with that shot. I love it. Also, her reaction to hearing that the doctor died, so good. So good. Incredible.
The look she gives Donna after Donna tells her the doctor died, every time it gets me. It actually makes me so emo. It's so sad. And she literally is like, but I came so far. Like, this is
Ugh.
wrong. This is all so wrong. And I've always thought she said that because the doctor died in this timeline. And yes, that's true. Like, that's obviously very wrong. But I think she also knows that Donna should needed to stop him and something is amiss. And I love that moment.
It's so
You can
good.
tell that Rose just knows. She knows the tea.
Mm-hmm. She does. Somehow.
Yeah. Okay, the one part of this episode, this is kind of the one thing that I don't love. It's just her reaction to being fired. It is kind of comical because it's so over the top and so ridiculous. But when
Yeah.
she's telling Mr. Chowdhury that she's gonna like claim that he has wandering hands, that's a step too far, Donna, even for you.
I don't know. I can never figure out watching this if it's like she's like, I'm gonna say you're doing this, or if it's like, we know you're doing this and I'm gonna tell them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess I just never assumed that that was true. That makes me sound really awful.
No, I think it's because I always assumed like we both know that's what you're doing and I'm going to say something. But then watching it today, I
Oh.
was like, I did kind of, I was like, does she mean what you were thinking? So I don't really know.
I don't know what the original intention is, but I'm gonna go with how you view it as that
Yeah.
actually was happening. So I'll take it back. If that was true or slash is true, let everyone know, girl. Let
Mm-hmm.
everyone know.
Tell them.
Um, tell them. But it's actually so funny though when she throws the toy cactus at the random coworker, and she's like, "Don't tell me the hospital is back."
I watching that scene, I was like, I just want to watch Donna in like an office drama or office comedy. And then I remembered the office literally.
I was about to say,
But it's not the same. I
no,
like Catherine Tate in the office, but
yeah.
we don't we won't go into it. But it's not the same. I want to watch Donna in the office.
Mm.
That's what I
Mm-mm.
want. No, so I love how she's just going off on everyone, causing drama. Okay, the hospital. It always really gets me when we're watching like that news footage and in this version of reality. Not only do we lose Martha, but we lose Sarah Jane Smith
Mhm.
and all the freaking kids in the Sarah Jane Adventures, her son, Clive, Marie, like all the kids, they're all dead.
I only know her son.
I know Clive and Maria Jackson and Ronnie Chandra, I think is her name.
We need to watch the Sarah Jane Adventures.
It's
Guys,
coming.
Rebecca's seen it. I haven't.
I've
That's why
seen
she knows all these
episodes.
kids.
I've seen
Oh,
episodes, not the whole thing, but it's coming. Or Sarah Jane Watch is coming. Just you
it is
wait.
coming.
But what's your reaction to the whole hospital scene?
It's one of the moments in this episode that you really, really start thinking about, like, oh, the world without the doctor really is like insane. And all of these different things just like pile up. And it's just so sad that like the entire hospital, everyone died there. Martha died giving the last oxygen tank to that one surviving med student. And Sarah Jane sacrificed her life trying to save them and was like, hey guys, I can try to stop the MRI thing, whatever that crazy lady did back in Smith and Jones. It's like even without the doctor, there's still people trying to fulfill his role.
Oh, no, it's so sad. Also, why did Martha have to be the one that gave up the oxygen tank?
Mm-hmm.
Oliver, you should have died and given Martha the oxygen.
Exactly. It's only the right and polite thing to do as a man. It's your only
Yeah,
job, sir.
no, literally. Yeah, that man, he always has something to say. Like back in Smith and Jones, he's going on about Harold Saxon. And
Mm-hmm.
so,
Okay, we actually do need to talk about Harold Saxon because in this turn left universe, Harold Saxon doesn't exist because the
mhm.
Master is still stuck at the end of the universe in Utopia and his stopwatch was never opened. So therefore, he never became prime minister, well, never regenerated into John Sims, never
Mhm.
became Harold Saxon, never became prime minister. So
Yep.
the people who shot Thrachnos, here I go again mispronouncing Rachnos.
Rachnos.
Rachnos. The Rachnos ship is Unit. Unit shoots it down.
Yeah, that's true. I know for a second I was like, wait, what about the master in this episode? And then I was like, oh yeah, he's stuck at the end of the universe. One note about that, something I really like is that way back then, way back in the end of series 3, the Toclafane were talking about the darkness and the darkness coming.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that.
Mhm. Mhm. That's another thing I love about this era is all the little through lines, all the little setting things up. Like the Toclafane talking about the darkness way back at the end of series 3 and now this is the big focus of series 4. The lights are going out, the stars are disappearing. I love it. I think the most well, not I think, but the most devastating event in this episode is when the doctor's not there to stop the Titanic hitting Buckingham Palace and effectively destroying London and killing
Yeah.
everyone that lives there, making it inhabitable. And they say that there are 7 million refugees.
Yeah. And by the way, every other country has closed off their borders.
Yeah. It's insane. I love it. Always kind of makes me laugh. It's a really sad scene, but it always makes me laugh when Wolf is like, America's gonna save us. God bless America. And then
America
immediately cut to America is in
is in
crisis.
crisis. No, that is actually, I was dying watching that today.
I don't know why that always gets me. I'm like, dang, they got us. The freaking adipose, they got us. Like, dang. Like, you think we're gonna come help, and nah, we're out.
I do have a legitimate question.
Mm-hmm.
Why does America in this timeline have the adipose but England doesn't? Like what
Because
changed?
they're dead. England is gone. They're dead. Also, actually, legitimate reason in this timeline, no one there has the money for diet pills, so they have to go
Oh,
market to the
yeah.
U.S. Which is like, I know
Mm.
why they don't go to the U.S. in the first place because this is a UK show, but like in reality, I'm always like they probably would have just gone into the U.S. first. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah, like people
we won't.
here, they would have fell for that. I mean, people in England did too, so I can't
Yeah,
actually fault us. But yeah, it would make more sense for it to be America.
yeah.
One of my favorite moments in this episode is when Donna's trying to sleep and she just hears everyone in the flat singing sea
Mm,
shanties. And
yeah.
she gets up and she's like, oh, I'm going to kill him. And she goes out, and at the center of all of this is Wolf. And
Of
then
course.
it just jump cuts to Donna and Sylvia and all of them singing together. And I just love it.
Yeah. No, I love that too. And then the whole Atmos
Atmos.
thing happens. I was like, I want
Mhm.
to say adipose, but that's wrong. The Atmos thing happens, and the scene where the soldier sees the beetle on Donna's back and
Ugh.
points the gun at her is so terrifying.
It's actually so scary.
I love Wilf like calling him out. Like back in my day, you would have been court-martialed. Um,
Yeah.
and then Donna sees the lights, and she just knows it's our girl Rose. And I love how they just say hi to each other.
Yeah. This scene with Donna and Rose sitting on the bench always gets to me
Mm-hmm.
because
It's
in this episode, we see the world without the doctor and what happens. And we see like the impact Donna not being with the doctor has on everything else. I mean, the doctor literally kills himself because she wasn't there to stop him.
mm-hmm.
And it just gets me because, like, at the end of all of this, we get Tin back and, like, we get the doctor back, I should say. But we don't fully get Donna back completely because we have her for a short moment again. And then her memories are erased. And it
Yeah.
just always, it gets to me because we get one, but we don't get them both at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's so sad. The scene that kills me is when Donna's about to travel back in time to stop
Mm,
herself from turning right. And she's like, I see it now. I'm not going to die. This world's going to disappear and I'm going to be in the better world. And Rose, she doesn't say anything. She just stays silent. I love the music that's building up when
yeah.
Donna's really excited. And then it comes to a screeching halt and it plays the doctor's theme and Rose is just there silent. And Catherine Tate's performance. If we've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. It's so good. It's so good.
So good. And then Donna is instantly transported back. Oh my gosh. And like when she realizes that she doesn't have enough time to go and argue with herself, which honestly I would have loved to seen that. That would have
Me
actually been
too.
hilarious. But she realizes like she essentially has to run into the road and get hit by a vehicle
Yeah.
to make herself turn left and stop all of this.
And the last thing she says is please, which just wow.
And this is why she's so brilliant.
I just love the whole unit scene, seeing Rose be the doctor, telling them not to salute. We find out that she's not telling anyone her name because, words are powerful and can be dangerous. And I don't know. I think that's always an interesting part of this episode, because if she did say Rose to Donna, I think that would have triggered some kind of memory for her.
Yeah. I always wonder if, what if she had told someone at unit, she was Bad Wolf? What would that
Mm,
have caused? I don't know if that would have
yeah.
done anything. But yeah, I love how she's totally talking like the doctor. And when Donna asks about the beetle on her back, she's like, "What is it? What is this thing?" And Rose says, "We don't know, but it seems to be in a state of flux." And Donna's like, "What the heck do you mean?" And Rose is like, "I don't know. That's just something the doctor would say."
Yeah. I love when they're talking about the mirrors and how they're going to use it for a time machine. And she's like, it's a time machine. Oh, so good. And then, right before that, she tells Donna, you're going to travel through time. She just gets all the great lines in this. And
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And I also love the scene when they're in the TARDIS and it's dark and the
Yeah.
TARDIS is dying.
It's so good. And oh my gosh, I love that Rose gets to see Donna react to the TARDIS and she kind of
Yeah.
gets that moment. I think that's so cute. The last thing I'm going to say about this particular scene with her and Donna in the TARDIS is, Donna, watch yourself with a drink by the console.
So true. So true. Also, I love Donna clocking their tea. She
Yeah,
always knows what's going on with these two. Even though she doesn't even need to see them in the same place at the same time in the same universe. She knows what's going on.
exactly. Okay, you mentioned Rose has all the good lines, and you're so right. And something that Rose says to Donna again back in that bench scene is, something's coming, Donna. Something really, really bad. I've been pulled, and it almost seems like she's gonna start tearing up, but she
Yeah.
says, I've been pulled across from a different universe because every single universe is in danger. It's coming, Donna. It's coming from across the stars, and nothing can stop it. The darkness.
Oh,
So good.
so good. Yeah, I love how she performs that. Also, in that scene, I want to mention that in this timeline, the Torchwood team
Oh yeah.
dies. hmm And Jack gets stuck on the Centauran ship and going back to the Centauran homeworld, which I can't lie would be really funny to watch.
Oh, it would be so funny to watch, but then I was thinking about it and I'm like, one of two things would happen. They would either make Jack prisoner of war, or they would repeatedly shoot him once they figured out he was immortal.
Oh my gosh, they would use him for target practice.
Yeah. And so I'm like, honestly, that's worse than death in this timeline.
Yeah. Or they would just make him a soldier and they would be like, you can't die. You're the perfect soldier
Oh,
for the Centauran army.
you know what? Actually, that probably is the way they go.
Yeah.
Not me making this
Um
episode darker than it already is.
that's what's so great. There's so many one thing after another, like the Titanic, you're like, oh my gosh, yeah. And then the Atmos, the Adipose, Torchwood's gone, Sarah Jane's gone. It's one thing after another. This timeline can't get a break. And it's the only thing they don't have to deal with is Harold Saxon. That's the only thing they get a break from. I love when she travels back and she realizes she's half a mile away and just yells at the sky.
So real, honestly,
Yeah.
so real.
She's better than me, because if I was half a mile away, I would be like, well, mission failed, I guess.
No, literally. Okay, when Rose crouches down and
Mm.
whispers to Donna two words, did you figure out what those two words would be when you first watched this, or were you in a state of shock still?
Yeah, I don't think I was processing anything. I was just like, what's going on? I'm confused. This is crazy. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember what I was thinking.
Same.
But I love when Donna gets back to reality, I guess, and the psychic is like, "What will you be?" That's like such an interesting moment. And then the doctor pops in like, "Hey, what's happening?" Like after he missed all the drama, all the trauma, of course. And they talk about how the beetle basically created this like parallel world around Donna, which keeps happening,
Mm-hmm.
and it happened in the library. And they talk about how they're being pulled together, and like they're almost like destined to each other. And I really like that arc, that the
Mm-hmm.
doctor and Donna, they're destined in some way. They're always pulled together. Like she ended up in the TARDIS on her wedding day. He met her grandfather. They met again in Partners in Crime. Like I just love that arc between them. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just such a great and beautiful arc. So I'm getting really excited that I like Rose.
I love to when she's like, "Well, I'm nothing special," and he's like, "Yes, you are. You're brilliant." Like he says it like how you talk to a dog. You're like, "Yes, you are. You're brilliant." You know what I mean?
No, it's so good. I love that moment so much. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when a switch flips in her brain and she's like, wait, that's what she said. And he's like, who? And Donna's like, a blonde woman. That is all Tin needs to hear, by the way.
Yeah.
He instantly
Mm-hmm.
knows. And when he asks her, what two words? What did she say to you? And Donna says, bad wolf. Literal chills every single time I watch
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm. And just seeing they walk out and everything is Bad Wolf. The TARDIS is Bad Wolf. All the signs are Bad Wolf. Genuinely one of the best cliffhangers of the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute chills. I love it. I love how the doctor just immediately is like, before she even really explains, he just like somehow knows it's Rose or is hoping
Yeah,
it's her. Oh, it's so good.
so good. And when him and Donna like run to the TARDIS, first off, Bad Wolf is on the TARDIS, gagged,
Mm-hmm. Gagged.
gagged. And then the cloister bell sounds, the TARDIS is red. That's when you know it's going down. And cloister bells always mean something really crazy and awful is going to happen, but I always love it in the show. Like, it
Yeah.
just gets me so excited.
Rose Tyler was Bad Wolf for like 5 minutes, and she was busy in those 5 minutes.
No, so busy.
So busy. Like we don't we're still unpacking how busy she was.
Yeah. And this can be a side tangent. I don't know if I'll keep this in, but like, if Billy Piper is like Bad Wolf in the current day show, like
Hmm.
having that moment, that means there's even more that she's done in her like 5 minutes.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Can't wait for one day we know what the heck's going on with that. That'll be really nice.
Yeah, that would be really great, actually.
Yeah. So, who's the star of the show? Like, it's Donna.
Yeah.
She's the star of the show. Catherine Tate's performance is incredible. I'll say it once, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Her dramatic acting is incredible. It's so underrated.
Yeah.
She does it so well. Oh, also real quick, I forgot to mention one of my favorite moments is when they're moving into the house and she's like yelling at the neighbor and Wolf says, "You can't fix the world by yelling at it." And she's like, "But I can try." And I love that moment from her. Also, so I've had that feeling so many times where it's like
Mm,
you just want to like yell at the world, and anything someone says to you, you just want to go off on them. So it's like I'll try. Like I'm gonna yell and it's gonna fix something even though it doesn't. So I don't know, I love that moment.
yeah. I also love just like more on Catherine Tate's acting, but her reaction when she sees the beetle on her back in the mirrors, it just feels like incredibly real because let me tell you, if that was me, like the thought of that actually makes me ill.
Yeah. Oh, and we didn't really get into this, but just everyone like being so freaked out and seeing the
Yeah.
beetle on her back. The person working at the hotel that they go to for Christmas. I love the way she just points. Like she's
Yeah.
freaking Ruby's mom on Ruby Road on in Christmas 2004. It's so good. I love it.
No, you're so right. That actress made history with her
She did.
role.
So truly iconic. Oh,
Yeah.
we also get No I Shan't. It's Christmas.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to mention that. Like, that is honestly one of the most iconic lines. Rebecca knows this. I bring this up every Christmas to her.
Every time. Every year.
It's just so good. And I love Bernard Cribbins. And it's just, I love that moment. And, just hearing people say there's something on your back. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is about that quote. It
Yeah.
lives rent free.
It truly does. It truly does. If you can pick one, because I really don't know, but what is the heart of this episode?
Turn left.
Yeah. Turn left.
Honestly, I don't know like what to say other than that. I'm gonna be so real.
Yeah.
Is there so much?
Truly. I am so jealous of everyone who got to watch this back in 2008
Oh my
and
gosh,
got
I
to
know.
watch this live and got to experience this in real time. If you were one of those people, just know I'm jealous of you. And what is it like to be the favorite? What is it like to be
Yeah.
so special and blessed and lucky?
No, for real. Imagine watching Stolen Earth live.
Ugh, I can't. Do we have any reviews from the past?
Yes, I do. And per usual, they're from IMDb. And this first review I have was written on July 18th, 2008. It was written by the user Tim Dalton 007. And he wrote saying that RTD has managed to take elements from series 3 and 4 and weave them into an alternate story that doesn't feel pushed or forced. From the events of The Runaway Bride onwards, we get a glimpse into a world without our favorite Time Lord. It's a world where everything goes downhill, to say the least. This episode also gives Catherine Tate her best chance yet to show off her acting chops, and she does beautifully in this episode. Tate and RTD show the journey that Donna Noble has taken over the last series, and together with Rose Tyler, who also seems to be changed, and to see these two characters in a scene together adds a lot more depth to it all.
It truly does. Like just getting to see Rose and Donna interact, so good. I'll never get over it. I honestly wish we got more of it because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like the way these two characters like this is like the most interaction they really get, but they are really each other's like hype people in a sense. Like Donna has
Yeah.
always been Team Rose since day one, since the Runaway Bride, always asking about Rose, always like the number one Dr. Rose shipper. And
Yeah.
here Rose comes in and she's like, "You're the most important woman in all of creation." Like I love it.
No, it's so good. Okay, this next review is by the user Matt underscore DT underscore Jones. And he wrote on August 14th, 2009. And he said that Turn Left is a story that does nothing but tread water, a loop in which nothing has happened by the end. As with all such stories, alternative universe stories being the worst offenders, it is the equivalent of I woke up and it was all a dream. There can be no tension, no drama, because the viewer knows it did not really happen, and putting things back on track will solve every single dilemma that is set up. People can die, come back to life, never have been born, but none of it matters because it's rubbed out at the end with a return to real time or the real universe. So who cares about the story when watching it? Not me. You might argue that Donna sacrificing herself is where the drama lies, but she's alive again in the proper timeline, so it's only a manufactured big deal. But it was produced nicely and could have been worth making if the writer had been forced to live with the consequences of what he did and been able to come up with real solutions rather than the get out, it didn't happen.
Okay, I can understand the argument that like alternate timelines, like the stakes aren't there because you know it's just gonna go back to the real timeline. Like you can make the same argument about 73 yards, but to that I say I don't care because I really like these alternate timeline episodes. I like what if episodes. I like seeing, what if the plane didn't crash? What if the doctor died and the one away bride? What if, like, I don't know. I eat it up every time. So I'm never going to complain.
Yeah, same here. I like all the thoughts and like questions and thinking that it just brings forth.
Yeah, definitely. Well, with all that, I guess we will see you guys next week with Stolen Earth. And I can't even believe I'm saying that right now.
I actually can't believe we're going to be talking about Stolen Earth next week. So many thoughts and feelings. We're so close to Journey's End. Guys, I can't believe we're like at the end of RTD1.
That insane. Absolutely insane.
Insane. So we will talk to you guys next week. And as always, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at timeywimeypod.
And email us anything and everything to timeywimeypod@gmail.com.
And we will talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye. Ta-ra.